Hey, it's Gary Kayye here. We are at day 2 of CEDIA 2015 here in Dallas, Texas, and I am joined by Joe Piccirilli, who is the founder and president and CEO, I believe, of Rosewater Energy Group. And first of all, good morning. How are you?
I'm great. How are you this morning?
You said to me offline that you're talked out, but you have a few minutes to talk with me before you get talked out?
You know, I will give you the last of my vocal cords. I'll do my very best, yes.
We're not fighting against a dog this time, so it'll be a little easier.
No, you'll miss Cooper, but, you know, he's at home.
All right, so turning our attention to, before I ask you about your product a little bit, I want to talk about the show. What's your impression of this year's show? I know you weren't here last year, so you came back after skipping a year. What do you think?
Well, I find this year the show has a good deal more energy than it had a couple of years ago. The crowds not only seem to be more substantial, but the quality of dealer has increased dramatically. I mean, it really is much more serious in terms of business. People are looking for new opportunities. So for us, it's been a great show.
Yeah, and the traffic, as you said, has been good, and I think they're going to have a record attendance this year. So that's good, considering they moved the show to an odd place. I mean, we hadn't been here in 15 or 20 years.
I would agree. When I first heard it was going to be in Dallas, I'm going, what? Yeah. I like Denver. It was a nice city. Yeah. But, you know, Dallas turns out to be an easy in and out location. The city has been a gracious host, and certainly from a crowd point of view, it has helped.
Yeah, I agree with you. So now turn our attention to your product. You've come to market now with a new product, a new technology, and for those people that don't know, this is a way for you to power your entire house when you need to, using battery energy rather than a generator, I guess, is probably your biggest competition out there. So it's a lot cleaner, it's rechargeable. So this offers an integrator something different. Like it's not like they're competing against another furniture company or competing against another projector company. Do they get it? Do they realize how much opportunity there is here?
Well, it is interesting because, you know, as you mentioned, what we're really talking about is a new revenue opportunity for this channel, and certainly one that does not compete with any product they currently carry. And I thought it would be a very difficult message to get across. What I am really surprised about is the eagerness with which it is being embraced, how many of the dealers are seeing it as their opportunity, and they realize that raising revenue per transaction, per customer, is critical to their long-term survival. And the message seems to be resonating with a great number of the dealers. So I'm very pleased with that.
So, well, first of all, if you want to find out more information, of course, you can. We've shot videos on how the product works and the technology itself, and of course, we did a podcast a few days ago. You can go to ravepubs.com and you can do a search for Rosewater, or of course, you can go to your website, rosewaterenergygroup.com.
Right.
Tell them a little bit about how it works, because it is unique, and you have two different kind of options as far as the batteries.
It is the first product of its kind that actually integrates and intelligently manages a number of sources of power. You can hook up a renewable, solar or wind, obviously hook up the grid, an outboard generator. Our software manages all of those power inputs. It also conditions all the power, so the output of this box is cleaner than the grid. It improves the power of all of them. And it also provides full UPS, so transfer between those power sources, there is zero transfer time. So your equipment will no flicker, no sag, no surge, perfectly conditioned power, so the equipment people already have, performance will be optimized, longevity will be increased. So for this channel, it's a terrific product. There's also battery backup, as you've mentioned. So if you can't have a generator for backup, you have 30 kilowatt hours of battery backup. Should power go down, you can run your critical loads for a fair amount of time. So it's pretty cool.
And you have lithium-ion option and nano-carbon option, right? Yep.
Correct. And the two options, for somebody who's going to cycle all the time, where the amount of backup time is not critical, lithium-ion's a good choice. For somebody who is going to cycle only once a day, and they need lots of backup because you have storm issues that take longer outages, you'd want to use the nanocarbon option. And maybe in some temperature extremes, you might want to choose nanocarbon over lithium, depending on where you are in the country. But we help you make those choices.
And in fact, you can not only help make those choices, but for the integrator, you make it even simple, because I believe that you can also sort of coach and then sign off on all the installs.
Yes, we actually send in our commissioning team. We hook the box up. We hook the boxes together, we commission it, so it really is, outside of prepping the site, there is not much for the integrator to do.
And do they get the blue LEDs included?
They get the blue LEDs, and we're thinking about offering color options, but we're not sure yet.
I don't know. I'd stick with the blue. I'm a big fan of the blue. So, well, thanks for watching. Thanks for educating, and also congratulations on this year's show.
Thank you.
And for coming back to CEDIA, thank you. And keep watching. We've got some more interviews to do. And of course, as I said, if you want to see the individual product videos that we shot here, go to the site right now, ravepubs.com, upper left-hand corner, type in Rosewater. Thank you.